Hello everybody, and welcome back to the fish room. This is Andrew Perkowski checking in. Right now we're having a look in at my fry tank, which is just full of Allotoca dugesii. Over the last week or so, I've actually had 4 females drop in here, and that's counting one that is currently dropping and another one that is quite large that should be ready to drop any day now. One of the things I had mentioned before is when their backsides start to look a little bit white, pretty much ready. The female that's in here that looks a little bit smaller, she is still actually dropping, but that's why she's not quite as round as the other one. In this tank, like I said, there's a whole bunch of fry, but they are exceptionally tiny. One just went flying by, so we have to look pretty closely. There's one right there, one up there, another one. Just beautiful. It's not a lot better than having babies in your aquariums. This is a 5-gallon tank, completely unheated. The really simple filter, just hang on back, just to keep the water moving. I like to keep tons of plants in my tanks. You see up here, these are actually some of the newest babies. And a must-have for Goodeids is having plants near the surface, wherever you're going to have your fry. Because with a number of species that I have that have actually dropped for me, you'll see that the babies are pretty much always hiding in plants near the surface. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see at least 5, 6. There's one a little bit lower towards the back. Just beautiful. So there's, like I said, there's that one female. She's pretty far along. Should be any moment, or either today or tomorrow, something like that. And then we'll have even more. I'm going to let the Allotoca take over the entire 55-gallon because at some point I'm just going to have so many of them. The etymology for the name Allotoca dugesii, Allotoca breaks down to allos and tokos, which is Greek for other birth, which refers to the different mode of reproduction that you see between the Goodeids and the Pasilids, more typical live bearers that people are familiar with. I'm just looking at the backside of a tiny fry. No need for that. And go take a look at them. The females, when they get this pregnant, they generally don't want to do too much. So it's really easy to net them out of the main tank. I know I just mentioned some of the etymology. If you guys want to see an update or a video in the future where I go and do a breakdown of what all the names mean, I know the scientific names can seem a little daunting at first, but one thing that's cool is that they break down and all the names actually mean something. Like, for example, one of my favorites is Ateniobius toweri, which that name actually translates to A, meaning the negative, so without, and then the tania, which is means like a band or a strip, which refers to the Trophotania, and bios, or at the end, the end of the genus name, refers to life. So it literally translates to without a life band. And one of the interesting things about Ateniobius is that they had not actually observed the Trophotania on that species. It was only something that few people have actually witnessed and confirmed that it does indeed have a Trophotania, but Ateniobius toweri itself, people didn't think it had a Trophotania, so hence the name. Toweri is an honorific. Just like with dugesii in with this species. It's an honorific title for the name of the guy who actually collected the specimens and sent them to Bean for description. So, well, that was enough talking about Toweri in my dugesii video. But I hope you guys like what I'm doing. If you do, hit like and subscribe, and I'll be sure to post more updates in the future. Especially when all these babies start getting out and free swimming. Love it. Love it. Just beautiful. So much life.